Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, where we return to the PlayStation 5 Pro to go all in on the PSVR2 headset, which at this point you probably already know that there have been massive improvements to the VR experience on PlayStation and the Sim with Sim Update 6's beta, and I've been enjoying it. Like, I've already used this headset more with the beta than I've used since it came out with Sim Update 5. I love it. It has been absolutely incredible. So the other thing I want to talk about too is, for whatever reason, the way the headset shows up through a capture card doesn't look like it does in the headset. There's a lot of, it's the fracturing or factoring, whatever the thing is called, where whatever you're not actually seeing in the headset isn't really being fully rendered. You see that happening from the capture card. So on the border of the video or of the stream, you'll notice some weird things. Some of the screens might have lines going through it. I don't see that in the headset. The best way for me to explain the PSVR2 experience now is what you see in the sim on a flat screen is pretty close to what you're experiencing in the headset now. And I love that. It's been awesome. So just want to kind of preface that. I have it in the chat as well. I'm sure I'll still see comments saying, oh, what's wrong with the screen? There's just nothing I can physically change on my end to make the headset, what I see, match what the capture card is also seeing, if that makes sense. So I hope you guys still enjoy a PSVR 2 stream. We're going to be doing some career mode as well. I'd love to do a search and rescue with the new resolution. Just kind of see how the headset's doing in career mode. Because in career, VR was okay. You really noticed a pretty good frame drop. So we'll kind of mess with that as well. We may even start off with that. So, hopefully everybody's having a fantastic Thursday. I was originally going to do a Marketplace video, but honestly the Marketplace has been very quiet the last few weeks on all platforms. Like, there's nothing too crazy. Fly Simware released their lovely aircraft that we took a look at last week, or a couple weeks ago. So that's out on the PC and Xbox. But other than that, everything else was pretty much not even noteworthy, to be honest. But cool. Hello, Jadu. Hello. No new content in the PS5 Marketplace. No, it is still... The last thing released was the first gen Cessna 172. And Ka 52, welcome as well. And Saint, hello. And Paul, good evening to you. Chrome, although it's not perfection, this beta update sure has been a sight better than what it's been. I'm seriously loving it. Very nice, Chrome. Glad you're enjoying it. And Sleepy, can't wait for the Valve to release for Steam Frame VR headset. My old Index doesn't work anymore. Well, I hope you enjoy it when that releases, Sleepy. And I had a Huey fly over my place yesterday about 800 feet. First time hearing one. Very nice. Very nice indeed. But alright, let's get in this headset here and get things started on up. Again, we'll see how it does. I don't like talking too much and making the headset move. I'll try to keep things as smooth as possible without a lot of head movement. That way it's enjoyable for you to watch and as smooth as it can possibly be. And yeah, we'll just go from that. Obviously, being in the headset, I won't be as active with chat, but when we finish up a flight, I'll be sure to check on it and go from that. So, yeah, we're going to let's do search and rescue first. I think that's going to be a great way to start things on off. And all that. Get nice and comfortable here. You do see this, right? Okay, you do. Good. I was worried it was going to be a blank screen. Hoping airliners will come to the Marketplace soon. I hope so, too. I know a lot of you guys are looking forward to it, and hopefully we're not too far away. And Sleepy, no, we just started. I was kind of waiting to see what the Marketplace was going to do, but yeah, like I said, it's been 3 weeks of blah. What do I have for... I don't remember what I had for my beta profile here. H125. I suppose we'll stick with that. Even though I don't really like the flight model of it. I've been seeing people say the Bell 407 doesn't have a good flight model. I don't have any issues flying it, so we'll probably mess with that a little bit as well. Oh great, I get to see this cutscene I can't skip in VR now. Excellent. Just what I want. Alright, perfect. Am I on a filter or something? Oh, there we go. There's the mission. I was like, what's happening here? Let's do a search and rescue. Lost in Nordhausen, mountainous region. I normally always do these in the US, so... Julia has been missing since she went off to tackle a climb in the mountains near Nordhausen with a group of people. Well, let's do it. To maintain... Oh, what was wrong with the... Oh, crap. We'll fix it here. Fix it on up. There we go. I'm really... Oh. Like I said at the start of the stream, I've already used this VR headset more in Sim Update 6 Beta than the entirety of its release from April 30th to today. I had those moments where like, yeah, you know, it's cool, but I never really had those moments where it's just like, man, I really want to keep doing this. Until now. Oh, and I think they might have fixed that, which is great. We'll have to see. We'll bring out the H225 later. No, not the door. Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe they didn't fix it. Maybe we just lucked out. Because in VR, if you're not right on top of the item you're trying to remove, you can't reach it. And it's something that they need to... Hang on, let me... Hold on, let me crawl on the floor really quick so I can get this thing out of the bottom of the... See, this is the ultimate realism here, folks. Oh, there we go. Oh, perfect. Alright, let me make sure I'm set up here. Holy crap. Alright. Oh, and also... Oh, there's the microphone. Hold up. Let me get this all... situated here. The other thing I've noticed, I don't know why, but sometimes it shows up with an eye tracking kind of ghost circle in the screen. It's very subtle, and it's not always there, so you might see that throughout the stream as well. So, alright. Let me get my audio on here. Excellent. Alright, sorry about all the movement. We're good now. Let's start this thing on up. Get our EFB set up. It's just crazy to me, though. Like, it really... Oh, shoot. I haven't posted this on the things yet. Hang on. Hold up. 10 out of 10 realism, right? Alright, the screen's gonna be kind of moving around a little bit. Hang on. Professional streamer here. PSVR2 in Sim Update 6's beta is awesome. There we go. Just wanted to post that out there. It has no... the airliners will show up. A lot of them are very well optimized, and they'll get there. I'm sure of it. No idea about replay on PlayStation. Flight Sim 24 and PSVR 2 all day long. I do recommend aftermarket comfort kits that replace the Halo. I honestly don't have any issues. Like, this is the first headset that I've used where I can actually enjoy default. I don't get that crushing head feeling like I do from an MetaQuest. Nope, we're not talking about cursor mode. That is not the eye tracking I'm talking about. I don't know why it's on the screen still, though. Hang on. There we go. But yeah, that's not what we're talking about. Alright, anyways. We're caught up.
Tech 9 search and rescue. Ready for departure.
Why am I not...
Search and rescue Tech 9. Acknowledged.
Okay, a quick recap of the urgent situation at hand.
Am I crazy or am I not hearing the helicopter?
In the mountainous region of Nordhausen. Her name's Julia. She decided to go rock climbing earlier today and has not came back. Since we've had no communication since then, we're a bit worried she might need help. I'll stand by on the radio while you're exploring the mountain range.
I don't think there's any helicopter audio. Why is that?
Echo Delta Alpha Oscar traffic. Sierra Papa Mike Delta Bravo is taxiing to runway 27. Echo Delta Alpha Oscar.
That's weird. Is this anywhere in the sim with the H-125, or... Let me skip the takeoff and hope it comes back, because I don't know what it's doing. Or is it just really, really, really quiet? Everything's at 100. Yeah, I mean, I'm barely hearing this thing. Maybe it's just on my end, but whatever. We'll get going.
Delta Alpha Oscar traffic. Sierra Papa.
Maybe this is an
Mike
electric
Delta
helicopter
Bravo,
now.
Taking off runway 27. North departure. Echo Delta Alpha Oscar.
Yeah, we're not... No. That's... I don't want to not hear anything this whole time. Forget that. At first I thought it was me. I was like, why is it so quiet? Hold on, let me do a quick peek at this. Might have a new bug report to pop on in here. Let's find out. Do you like my room? It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah, there is no audio. That's funny. I will have to do more testing on that. I don't know why that lost any audio. I guess it was in the changelog, so maybe something just didn't pop in there. Well, alright. Very, very fascinating, folks. By the way, let me make sure the microphone's kind of close here. Well, I'm gonna go buy a Eurocopter then. Because there's no way I'm gonna do a whole mission and not have any audio. That's just... no. I'm still waiting for the Bell 407 to get some career support here. I love that helicopter, which again, we're going to fly in free flight because I've seen reports that it's unflyable, which I haven't specifically seen that personally. I've noticed this too in VR. A lot of the configuration screens have this really just blank, sunlit screen for some reason. It does that in the free flight selector as well. So just something else to kind of work on there. Oh, I was joking about this, not my actual room. No TC Mark, I do not have the comfort. This is all just default headset. Wonder how many months we have to wait for update 6. It's gonna be probably September or so. Especially after how Sim Update 5 released, they're not gonna rush this out and have the same thing with a 6.1 update or something to go on. At least I would hope so. But no, I am running the standard headset. Because I said it a little bit earlier, this is the first headset I can actually wear comfortably default. The MetaQuests absolutely suck with the default headset strap. I can never wear those for very long. But the VR2, very, very happy with it. And I saw somebody said they have the no audio in the public version as well. I'll have to definitely look at it. Because I don't know when that happened, but I know it wasn't always like that. So the other thing that I want to mention too is when I got this VR headset, I just bought Gran Turismo because I know that's probably like the best, like pinnacle experience with this headset. And I remember being in such awe with that. I didn't get that originally with the flight sim stuff. Yes, it was cool, but the resolution sucked, the readability of things, the performance, it was neat, but it wasn't anything that made me come back and want to continue with it. Now, with Sim Update 6, I'm getting that same wow feeling that I got with Gran Turismo. And I'm so happy about that. Now hopefully I don't have to climb under the helicopter this time. And hopefully this has some audio to it. Uh-oh. Oh, hang on. Let me stand up real quick. God dang it. Just trying to get all this stuff off here. Ugh. Do I really have to stand on my chair to do this? Are you kidding me? Oh, what is going to go wrong here? All right. If everything comes crashing down and the stream abruptly ends, you'll know what's going on. All right. You've got to... I still can't take this thing off. How close... Oh my... Asobo. I'm standing on my desk chair to get something off of the rotor blade here. Oh, there it is. All right. You know... People say when you get into VR, it turns more into real life, and they're not kidding. Oh, all right. Now, hopefully I could just take this off, please. Yes, okay. Maybe I was able to get it before, and it just was, Where is my desk at now? There it is. Oh, this is going well, folks. I can assure you we'll be up in the air very shortly. Alright, we got everything. Ridiculous. Please give me audio.
Hawk 9 search and rescue. Ready for departure.
Search and rescue Hawk 9. Roger that.
Okay, a quick recap of the urgent situation at hand. We've got a missing person in the mountainous region of Arnbrook. His name's Florian. He decided to go mountaineering earlier today and has not came back. We'll try to get you more details. I'll be checking in regularly once you're on site and during the search. I'll stand by on the radio while you're exploring the mountain range.
Echo Delta.
What's
November,
happened? Why am
Bravo
I not getting
traffic.
any audio?
Oscar Kilo Lima, Romeo Juliet, is taxiing to runway tree 4. Echo Delta, November Bravo.
Is this a VR thing? Does it come back in regular? Well, okay, I wasn't at... What is happening here? Oh, I think the sim just crashed. Oh no, hang on. Got the headset taking over. Alright, hang on, little delay here. I don't know why I'm having zero aircraft audio here all of a sudden from the helicopters. Does anything have audio? Why is this happening now? Did a setting change? What the heck is going on? Okay. That's a new one. I've never experienced a complete loss of all audio from the aircraft themselves. I hope a restart helps. Huh. Okay. I wasn't anticipating that happening, but let's restart. Cuz I went into the C90 King Air for the thumbnail. I wasn't paying attention to the audio there. But I'm going to write it down just to see if that was the reason why it made everything fall apart. No audio on any aircraft. Possibly after C90 spawn? Question mark? Because I'm lost for what caused that. It was fun standing on the chair, though. But please, give me my audio back. I don't know what that was. Out of all the betas I've ever been a part of on all platforms, I've never had complete loss of that, so... I'm hoping a simple little reboot here is going to fix that, and do not be stuck on 20 of 20, please. Don't be doing all this nonsense now. I'm about to just reinstall the beta, because something might have just went completely wonky with this now. Well, apologies, everybody. I was not expecting this to be a thing. I don't know why it is, so we'll have to kind of explore that. Because I know I've never had it happen to me on the public version of the sim either, so this is a new bug to me. Well, I guess it's time to drink some water. Oh man, we're 23 minutes in already. I'm sorry, everybody. I am very sorry. I mean, I don't think anybody wants me to fly with no audio, because that's boring. Alright. Hey Tim, melting in London. Very nice. Happy to have you here, FMJ. I'm just kidding. But hopefully it'll start cooling down for you. I can't wait for summer to be over. Bring on my fall. But yeah, definitely hope it cools off for you over there. Bum, 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 bum. At least all the other audio works. Just not the most important one. But got more bug reports into the forums yesterday. Kind of replied to some other ones that I was seeing, like the Saab 340 not loading its cockpit. Wasn't able to replicate that. I think the one area that VR still needs to improve on is nighttime flying. A lot of the lights on the ground are flickering. Some are overly bright. I mean, it's really weird. You take a picture of it through the PlayStation, it looks exactly like it's supposed to, which is the complete opposite of what it looks like at night in the headset. So I'm hoping we'll see some improvements to that as well. But everything else about this update for VR, I've loved it. I flew around a random airport down in Italy during a sunset along some mountains. It was masterpiece right there. Which is why I'm very confused that all this is happening now. It's like it knows I'm live, so it's like, let's break something we've never broken before. I think I'm about to reinstall the sim, folks. But we'll see. And that's kind of my point, is if you start running into things that weren't happening before, just reinstall the sim. You don't lose progress or anything like that. It's all saved in the cloud. And most of the time it helps out. So we might end up doing it here. We'll see. It's finally moving along, which is good. There's plenty of people that cover the PC. I don't have much interest in the PC side. You will only really find me... I mean, the only time we're on PC is if there's a new add-on or something that's only there. Other than that, I'm on Xbox and PlayStation. Yep, FMJ... I mean, other than whatever this was, Sim Update 6 has been fantastic. I've loved the performance, the visuals, both flat screen and VR. It's been excellent so far, just from one beta build that I'm looking forward to seeing how it progresses as we get further into this beta. Hello, Tin. Hello, hello, and Big Up. Welcome as well. Have you ever tried the set date time now trick? I don't even know what that's talking about. All I know is it's not going to help me get my audio back, which hopefully is back. Please. Because if not, then we are definitely doing a reinstall. Because there are certainly some shenanigans afoot here. Shenanigans I do not feel like dealing with at the moment. I just want to do a search and rescue mission in a helicopter. I mean, I don't have any loading issues after a full it's all good. It was just that one time there. It happens. But every other time typically loads in under a minute without doing any date and time thing. Please be audio. Yay! Alright. Excellent. Alright, folks, welcome to my PSVR2 stream, where hopefully the audio stays and doesn't disappear on us. Alright. Hang on, it'll be a blank screen for a couple seconds. Reset that. Excellent, now you should see it again. Alright, take 2, everybody. Why am I in the middle of China over there? Or Russia, whatever I'm doing up there. I don't remember ever doing a mission. Oh, no, I think I know why. I think I was doing some testing a long time ago. Alright, everybody, we're here for a search and rescue. With... Oh, shoot, that means I have to stand on the chair. That's alright. I do want to look this time, though, because the prompt may have been there. It was just... It kind of sits in the middle of the helicopter, so... Alright, let me get my headset all set up here. Why is there a smudge on the lens again? Oh my goodness gracious. When you get a VR headset, all of a sudden just marks pop up on the lens without you even touching the thing for some reason. Excellent. Okay, I'm a little bit worried. Why am I not seeing a loading screen? Or a loading icon? I'm sure everything's fine. One of these hours, I'll be able to fly a helicopter in a search and rescue mission, please. Could you imagine actually sitting in a room like this? What a walk that would be to get over here. Folks, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not sure this is gonna load in. I might have to give up on my adventure of a career mode search and rescue, because every time I come in here, something else doesn't like something. But we'll give it a few more moments. By the way, when are we going to get search and rescues like this, though, where we have 2 people? Because I would like this. Oh. Whoa. I don't think it's doing anything. I can't even exit out of this now. Alright, one more try. If it doesn't work, we'll just stay in free flight, because I don't know why it's being the pain that it is at the moment. Well, it gives me time to do this. Be an hour into this, and I've spent 0... I mean, we were in VR, but then the audio had to glitch out on us. Hopefully everybody's having a fantastic day. I know I was until I got here. But yeah, one more attempt. If it doesn't load, then whatever. I'll just go into free flight. We'll still have fun with VR there. Alright, are we good now? Goodness. All these smudges just show up out of nowhere. Like, I don't even touch the lens, and it's just like, here's a smudge for you. Okay. Fantastic. Let's see here. Oh, are we talking about air conditioning? I'm glad everybody's having a nice chat, you know? It is cursed. Everything was fine, and then I turn on the live stream, and then the sim just decides to implode, so... I don't know why. So, how's the weather, everybody? Oh, man. But anyways, we will get to the VR, I promise everybody. Anybody else excited for the new heist in GTA Online? I know I am. We'll be live on Tuesday, diving into that. I know not too many people are that interested in GTA Online content on this channel, but I love it, so I'll still stream it anyways. So, you can expect that on Tuesday. It's a hot 17 Celsius here in North Scandinavia. Yeah, right now it's only it's actually a bit cooler today. Should have some thunderstorms rolling through, which I'm hoping it rains kind of in the fires around the area of Colorado. That would be ideal. Oh man, that big fire still drops in containment. It always sucks when you go back to check a fire and the containment continues to drop. It's been going for 10 days now. We were up to 16%. Now it's down to 14%. Almost 100,000 acres burned. Because it seems like the wind never ends around that mountain range, which sucks. Oh. Okay, chair. But yeah, hopefully they can get some water down there to help out, because it's crazy. 92, 101 degrees with a humidity here in Florida. Oh, man. No, thank you. That's just the humidity plus the heat. No. Just no. That is not for me. Even though I'm from Mississippi, but no. Alright, can I please do a search and god dang rescue mission here? Please. That's all I'm asking. And if it doesn't work, then whatever, we'll be in free flight and I'll just pretend I'm rescuing somebody. Who cares? Whatever. Because this has been a bunch of nonsense here. Stormy in Vermont, very nice. Yeah, Tin, we always have a great selection of people from all over the place. It's always awesome to see that. Ooh, see, that's the other extreme for me, is I wouldn't like that, where it's just night all the time or sunny all the time in those northern regions and everything. I guess you could say the same with the southern, but anyways, more people live in the northern. Regardless of whatever, I would hate that. 10 o'clock at night and the sun's up? No. Absolutely not. Must not be in the beta, Heisenberg. Because definitely not having the, I don't think I can get into a mission, guys. I don't know what this is doing. I hate when I waste people's time. Like, I just... God dang it, man. I don't know why it doesn't like the career. Whatever. Thought we would try something with the rescue, but I'm just gonna go to free flight. Because obviously career is having some weird things going on right now. Well, let me add that to my notes. Because I don't know why it's just not doing anything. We were fine, and then all of a sudden we weren't, so... Goodness gracious. I'm sick of seeing this load screen. Career. SAR missions not loading with Euro all of a sudden. Even though we got in with no audio, and then now we have audio, and it's just like, forget you, whatever. Because I know it's not because of VR. We didn't even enter it yet, because that's why I purposely didn't do it, just to see if that was the case. It doesn't like something in that region. Maybe I should have just went to somewhere else. I'll keep that in mind too. Germany, region of missions. Never loading past briefing after getting audio back. I mean, just ridiculous. So, how's the weather? Oh. I need some water. Oh my god, the stream's been going for 40 minutes already. Fantastic. I am so sorry, everybody. But it's okay. We're gonna fly now because we're gonna just stick to free flight. Obviously, it doesn't like something with search and rescue for some reason. I will do more testing, but I will be doing that off camera, because I think we've already seen enough of me loading into the sim here at this point. And all because the audio didn't work in the beginning, which I'm still baffled as to why that even occurred. I don't know if something just didn't go right with its load for some reason on that rare occurrence, because again, it's not something I've ever experienced personally. So, yeah. I'm running out of things to talk about here. Oh, goodness. Us vampires couldn't handle it. Yeah, exactly. Sunlight? I appreciate it, DJ. I appreciate everybody sticking around even though everything's falling apart. But we'll be fine now because I'm done trying to do career at this point. Something is just a bit wonky over there. So, great. We'll go into the 407 because, again, I've been seeing people say that the flight model is completely broken on it. And I legitimately have not had any issues flying the helicopter. So I don't know what's legitimately going wrong with it. I keep getting vague posts about the 407 being broke and then no details other than that. So we'll pop into it. Well, I'm glad, Paul. I'm glad they're still entertaining regardless. Welcome to my PSVR2 stream, everybody. Hopefully you're all having a fantastic Thursday. We're going to be checking it out, and everything is going to run perfectly fine here. So let's get into that 407. I'm going to change the livery, because I always manage to pick the default one, which we don't want. I never realized the thumbnails don't actually update here, which is hilarious. Yes. Let's go a little green, white, and black. A lovely combo of colors there. And I want to start... I don't know, Europe hasn't been very kind to me, so I don't know if I want to come back here. But we'll go back here. We'll go back here. Oh, shoot, is it that? No, we can change the time. No big deal. Let's get on in and fly a little bit, huh? Hopefully you guys enjoyed my 42-minute intro. Unbelievable. Alright, screen's gonna be blank for a couple seconds here. Let me get into VR. Again. And now watch, now the audio won't work. If the audio doesn't work, the stream will abruptly end so quick you don't even know. Alright. Because I'm interested to see how the 407 does, because this helicopter was always hit or miss in VR. It had its moments where it was nice, and then a lot of the times it wasn't. So we'll kind of see what's going on with that. Oh, hello. And we have audio, thank goodness. Alright, let's get flying, folks. So again, since we said this in the beginning, but since we're 42 minutes in after my intro, you might see things a bit weird on the edge of the screen on the stream itself. Again, I don't see that in the headset. So I tried to figure out any ways I could get rid of it for you guys as well, but there was nothing I could really find online to remove that. So hopefully it still looks great. Hopefully you still enjoy the stream. And let's have some fun in the supposedly broken 407. Which I still don't know what would be broken on that. I mean, I still love that I can actually read what's going on these screens before, because if you use the VR headset before Sim Update 6 beta, you weren't able to read crap on this. Like, you would have to go all the way up here to actually see anything, and thankfully that's not the case anymore. Looks so good. I've noticed in the beta, though, a lot of planes don't have their nose wheel. Oh, there it is. Ah, alright. Let's have a great flight here, folks. We're just gonna hang around the island a little bit, just see how performance is doing and visuals and all that. Just need to adjust my headset a little bit here. Now they've taken it off and put it on like 500 times at this point. Oh, look at that engine master, engine controls, lights. Just so great, actually, because for me, this looks as it did in the promotion shots back in early April, before the VR stuff came out. And then I was told, oh, it'll never look like that in the headset. What do you gotta say now? Because I cannot believe this is what it looks like now. Because, I mean, honestly, when you think about the price of the headset, and then you're getting this out of the console and just the whole combination of things. And look, when you look to the left or right, because if you watch back, I think it was my last specific PSVR2 stream we did, anytime you looked left or right, the frames would drop horrendously. It just was such a miserable experience before. And then, of course, we'll also go to some photogrammic areas as well, just to see how it's doing on that. But if you're a PSVR2 player in the sim, and you're not on the beta, I highly recommend diving into it. I mean, you will notice the difference in a millisecond of being in here. It's awesome now. Getting a great draw distance on the mountains, even though they're older imagery. Getting great draw distance in general, because we're getting trees way off over there. All the generic buildings are popped in already. I'm not seeing much of any pop in, actually, which is lovely. It does a good job of pre-caching as well, so whatever you're not looking... Hey, it's a tank! Hello! But yeah, so even where you're not looking, it's not doing any reloading, which is a huge thing as well. It's nice not looking over here, looking to the right, and then every single thing is reloading. I'm not seeing a single thing reloading, actually. So I don't know what kind of magical work they did at Asobo for this, but I very much appreciate it. Oh, you're in the T-34. Very nice. I love that plane, as you guys know. Do we have anybody else around? Oh, I just stick my head out the window. Doesn't look like it. Looks like Tank is... Oh, sorry. Hang on. I should have just got up from my chair and walked back there. But if you do end up wanting to join Asobo, this is one thing I'd like to see changed. The proportions of some of the HUD elements in the EFB are a tad bit weird. And bring this down to small anyways. Yeah, see, now you can see what I'm talking about. There's a lot of UI elements over each other. Something that can get tweaked a little bit. But anyways, if you want to join on up, we are at Lima, India, Charlie, Juliet on US East servers. We are just east of there. Let's climb really quick. Let's go up to the top of this mountain. I mean, it I have no other words other than it's truly an awesome experience now. I was a bit worried we were never going to get to a point like this, and what we were experiencing with VR was just how it was going to be. And did they prove me wrong? Is this going to be a nice reveal? Oh, yes it is. Look how everything's already loaded. Oh, is this photogrammic over here? It is, and it's already all loaded in. Oh, that was awesome. I think that deserves a goodness gracious right there. But yeah, the experience we get now made purchasing this headset 100% worth it. No question about that. So we got generic there, and then it goes into photogrammic. Very nice. I was not anticipating actually seeing any here. But perfect. Great testing ground then. See how it's doing. Look how far it drew the photogrammic buildings already. It's miles away from us. The fact that it's doing that in VR is, I mean, I don't know. It's I mean, this is so cool. And I know people are bummed about not having vehicles in there. For me, I think I'd rather have this level of visual just from the world itself as opposed to it having to draw cars in. I'm sure it might still pop in, but I'll take this over having some cars driving around the wrong direction on the road. This is insane. Look at that place. That's cool. Old tower on the, I would assume, is a church. See, I mean, just look at the satellite imagery cars down there. Photogrammic's loading in really nicely. It's high quality, not a lot of low res models going on, which is nice considering these are probably older imagery. What the heck is that? So if you've been waiting for a reason to get into VR on the PlayStation, I think now's a great time to on top of the visuals, the performance is so buttery smooth. Even with everything it has to load. I mean, it's just... Oh, I'm so happy right now. This is probably the happiest I've ever been in all of my VR time over the years. I mean, you'd be able to just explore the entire world in virtual reality now at this level of performance and visuals and just everything else in between. I don't think anything beats that. I just wish I could get it to where what I actually see is what you guys see in the stream as well, because I know you'll see the weird things on the border of the screen. Again, you don't see that in the headset. What I see in the headset is like I'm looking at the flat screen with that level of visual detail. I can even read the takeoff and landing headrest. I mean, again, I wouldn't have been able to read that before. The VR experience before Sim Update 6 was disappointing. And now it's the complete opposite. Could not be happier with this. Dang. It's like I'm doing a tour of Sicily. I think we're on Sicily, right? I forgot where I went to. I don't care. Wherever we are. It's like I'm doing an aerial tour here. Generic buildings. Absolutely insane though. It didn't skip a beat that entire time. Right from that reveal over the mountain ridge, it had miles of the photogrammic imagery loaded in. Even when we got up close to it, it didn't drop frame rates. Doesn't matter where we were looking, it didn't freak out and reload stuff. I mean, it's just... I think it's as close to perfect of an experience as you could have now. Tanks in the Huey, very nice. Do we have a an airport in the vicinity here? We passed one on the way over to the photogrammic. I think we'll just kind of hit the mountains over here. That was a lovely flight to the coastline. Also doing great when we do open up Windows. Let's see how it does with ATC. Obviously you'll get some of those little pops there, but loads right back in. Same with the EFB. Can interact with it and really have no issues. Just would like to see them kind of situate the way the UI spawns. It kind of squishes in together. Even when it's set to a larger size. I mean, it's better when it's that way, but on the small side, it doesn't seem to like it, and the UI just overlaps each other. mean, I can do this all day now. Great tree. I mean, the visuals of... I mean, the clouds have seen improvements as well. I think they've gone up to at least medium settings in VR. They were set to low before Sim Update 6. Oh, yes. Let's go check these mountains out. That looks nice. And then, of course, we'll switch to other things as well. It won't just be helicopter. Maybe we'll do like an F-18 here. See how that's doing. We'll probably do some airliner stuff as well. Do a little short hop. I just realized we can go a lot faster in this thing. I'm going slow. An overspeed of 140 knots on this thing. The people in the valley here have a great house. I mean, they just have, they're right in the valley, you got the mountains right next to them. This looks like orchards, maybe? No, they're gonna, oh. No, that's definitely orchards. The trees are too perfect in a row. You can see them below us as well there. I think we'll land right up there at the top of that peak. See what's on the other side of this. Even more mountains. Nice. But yeah, definitely want to hit the peak here. See if we can't find ourselves a lovely spot to come down. Might be able... Oops, I did not mean to do that. Might be able to hit right in the little dip in the top here. Gotta come in at the side. There we go. Ooh, yeah, we're up here, all right. We are at over 3,600 feet in the sky. Hey, there's War Thunder looking great in the Sky Wagon. Now that's a nice view right there. Oh, hang on. I think nope, nope. I want to make sure I wasn't stuck on the cable. Oh, and tank time is here. Welcome into Huey. Here, let's walk over here really quick. Get a nice view of the flyby. Oh, nice. Just want to see if War Thunder gets closer to us here. Oh, looks like he's going to get a great pass here. Yeah! Very nice. Alright, well, we got this nice view. Let me catch up with chat here. There, I'll put it on the... There we go. Alright. Holy crap. Hello to the 92 of you stopping on by. Oh, this chat is rolling here. Holy crap. What's my favorite flight or region to fly? I mean, gotta pick my hometown of Colorado here. Love flying around here. Love this game. I do too, Nib. Oh man, I'm just seeing the playback of when we were going over the photogrammic imagery. So yeah, again, I still don't know what the issue is with the 407. I don't have any issues flying it. We've been to Cliffs of Moher, if I'm not mistaken. Again, anything you're seeing on the stream that's low res or something, you don't see in the headset. Because from the headset, it looks like I'm looking at my monitor with flat screen gameplay. That's what I'm seeing in VR now. It looks phenomenal. Multiplayer is always in beta, yes. You just cannot play with... So if somebody's on public, you can't play with them if they're on beta and vice versa. Those seats do look comfy. I agree, host. Let's see here. Try full pedal while full speed. Why would you do full pedal while full speed in a helicopter anyways? I've never needed to do that. VR Core, welcome to the stream. And TD8 Hobbies, happy to have you here as well. Hopefully work goes by nice and quick for you though. Ivan, it's pretty comparable to it. It looks so good in the headset. Alright. Again, I don't know why you keep... Why would you use full pedal with the helicopter at full speed? It makes no sense. So, I mean, you could say the same thing about any plane. Go full rudder while you're going full speed and the plane's gonna freak out. Anyways, we're back. Let's continue. I know we'll switch to other stuff too, but I want to keep flying this. The broken helicopter. Oh, look how crispy that shadow looks. Yes. That was really satisfying to do. A little dive there. Hang on, it's gonna be a little shaky here. Just want to get the headset back on comfortably here. There we go, I think we're good. Skywagon looks graceful. Great flybys, by the way, War Thunder. And of course, thank you to Tank. Perfect timing, by the way. We're setting up our own PSVR2 trailer here. Oh no! But crap, hang on, sorry. I'm trying not to do the fast head movements. I'm trying to make it seem a little bit more relaxing for you to watch, because I know watching VR on a flat screen can look a little unpleasant, so we'll try to keep it smooth. Oh, we got a beautiful lake coming up here. Come on, my broken 407, let's fly together over the lake. Ooh, it actually goes pretty far over here, nice. That is lovely right there. Nice. That was really cool. I mean, just doing formation flights in VR is awesome. I mean, it's cool to do on a flat screen, but when you're physically looking around and seeing everybody matched up with your speed, just hanging out. Lewis is here. Very nice. Flying the Piaggio. See, I mean, moments like that are just cool because you don't even expect it. It's like, oh, who's gonna fly by next? I mean, even being able to read other nameplates now, because before it would just be a bunch of blurry pixels up in the sky. I'm still thinking about the photogrammic part that we flew over. That was so lovely. I mean, don't get me wrong, this terrain we're flying over is also fantastic. Guess we'll head up to that peak in front of us, and then we can switch over to something else, or we can, of course, do that at any point and just continue flying through here. Because I don't think we have any airports in the vicinity. Some random ones. Let's see. No, we got nothing major at all for a while. So yeah, we'll probably just get to this peak up here. No, we should probably switch. We've probably been on the helicopter for a while now. Let's go land in that river over there. Glitched out a little bit there. I was looking great. And welcome. Very nice. But yeah, we'll switch to another location here. Let's go, you know what, let's do some London. See how it handles all of this going on. We'll start at a handcrafted airport as well. And let's do it in... You know what, let's do the Vision Jet. Get out of this ugly red and white. But here's what I was talking about. You see this often in the configuration menus in VR. It's not loading the background of the menu properly. Because we were seeing that earlier when we were trying to do some career stuff. So just a little thing to work on there. But hey, if that's one of my only complaints, I will take it. But to Heathrow we go, and to the chat I shall go back to. That would be crazy, Mike. How do you get external cameras to free roam? That is going into drone camera. Or showcase camera for that. Hello, Matthew. Listening and watching a little bit does help relieve some of the stress I deal with, but thanks. Well, we are happy to have you here, Hobbies. And Captain Sticky, welcome. I guess I should finish. Captain Sticky Rice. Let's finish that off. PSVR2 worth the money? Absolutely. But cool. Alright. Let me get some water going here. Sorry, it's going to be a shaky screen. I don't have the headset fully on, so bear with me as we load on in. But hello to the 95 of you stopping on by. That is absolutely incredible. I hope you're all having a fantastic Thursday. Almost to the weekend again. But yeah, just really interested to see how it does here in VR. If we notice any downgrade in performance or visuals or anything like that. Bit of a longer loading time, but not too bad, considering we just came from somewhere else. It's loading in everything that's going on at Heathrow, so it'll be a good test here. To see how it does in this type of situation, because it should be almost done at this point. I'll be surprised if it lasts any longer. I'll say 20 seconds. Or is the because we know the beluga, I mean, last time we tried to spawn the beluga, it wouldn't load in properly in the beta, so maybe the Vision Jet might have a plan here, which let's see if that's true or not, because it shouldn't take that long. Let's do it in, well, let's pop in the PC-24 again. Because, yeah, that Vision Jet load definitely made no sense. Hey, I see Kiwi has arrived as well. I'm assuming that's the Honda Jet? The Ha-420? Might be one of those situations where we want to spawn... I mean, I'll wait a little bit longer here. But we should already be loaded in. I just don't think I like something here. Give me a moment. I will be back. Because this isn't new to us. It just, sometimes it doesn't want to load after another flight in the beta. It's happened a few times. So this might require a reboot. We'll see, though. I think we're gonna just reboot it. Let's do that. We'll do that real quick. Because it should take like 10 seconds to load in. Which obviously it is not doing that. That's okay. Gives us time to catch up with any new chats if there are any. Welcome to London. I'm in North London. Very nice, Seduct. Very nice. And Saint, welcome to the stream. This guy, Saint77, he always randomly pops in and then gives some weather or just natural thing going on. And then leaves. It's always hilarious to me. About 10 minutes from Lutton. Nice. Well, hopefully you enjoyed hobbies. I know those aren't cheap. And then we'll just try the Vision Jet again and see, because it'll, I would imagine, load in properly from there. But I think it's also almost time for me to do a reinstall of the sim, the beta. I'm gonna do that, actually. Oh, no. Okay, it moved a little bit. Watching from Nepal, Everest region. Dang, well, Farah, happy to have you here. Or Fira Films, more specifically. But happy to have you here all the way from Nepal. That is awesome. Bum, 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 bum. I still hope they bring the Overture, though, because, you know, the Boom Supersonic is just a test bed vehicle. It's obviously planned on being a full-on... I'm hoping it'll happen. You know, just having the full-on supersonic airliner in the sim would be really fun to use. And hopefully would have career support as well. Alright. Almost done. And, well... Okay, there we go. Welcome to the sim. So back in the Vision Jet, back into Heathrow. I just want to see if it does what it needs to properly this time. Because obviously that was not a traditional load in the slightest. Hello, Ross. Welcome to the stream. Uh-oh, that means viewership's gonna drop. But yep, France and Morocco today. There we go. See, that's what I'm talking about. Good old 12-second load, give or take. Excellent. All right, let me get back into the headset here. Activate the VR. And there we go. So, I don't know if I'll even be able to get that. Asobo, if we can make it to where we don't have to be, like, right next to the item, that would be excellent. Because, my goodness, is it an absolute pain in order to do anything here. Oh, I'm running over the cable. Hang on. Alright, hang on. I need to... Oh, God. Oh, no. What was that? Oh, that's the Xbox. Hang on. Everything's fine. Holy crap, that Blackhawk is loud. Are you serious? They're not... What, get it from the back? What's this thing at? that's one thing that still needs to be absolutely. I'll talk about it when I'm not here in the black box. There we go. Goodness gracious. What else am I missing here? Good. At least I hope so. Oh, goodness gracious. Gotta actually climb under the plane here to do anything with it. Oh, goodness gracious. But yeah, Sobo, you need to change that, please. It's ridiculous. Like, I get it's VR and it's trying to be like, oh, you know, you have to physically get to it, but no. I don't want that, thanks. Appreciate it. Alright, oh, shoot. No, the engine cover. Should be able to grab it from the back here. Come on. There we go. Goodness gracious. Alright. What the heck was that? Dang. That thing went flying on by. Chairs all over the table here. Oh. Okay. Are we good? Oh, the cable's out of the way. Fantastic. But yeah, that Blackhawk is ridiculous. Anyways. There we go. Don't want to map anything because I still want to do the walk around. It just needs to change. That's all I'm saying. Hope Morocco wins this match, but all we know is what the FIFA wants. Mm-hmm. And Epic, we are in London Heathrow at the moment. Yep, the HOTUS 4 is a known bug on the beta where it doesn't recognize that. The more I fly around the Grand Canyon in VR, the more I think it's impossible to appreciate its true scale from any other vantage point. I agree, Chrome. Alright. Okay, I need to move this. I don't know why I'm so close to the cockpit here. Move that back a bit. Where's my microphone at? There it is. Excellent. And there's War Thunder. Alright, this thing needs like 8 million pounds of force to start moving. I know people like the Vision Jet, but I'm not really that big of a fan of it. It's alright, but definitely not my favorite aircraft. Got a lovely sunset going on, though. We'll see how the sim does with a Blackhawk around, because we know how that thing kind of freaks things out a little bit. But we'll see if it's improved in Sim Update 6. Oh my goodness. Oh my. Thing's like a little mosquito. Screens are all looking nice. Got the sunset hitting the terminal as well. Not the citation. Oh, that's definitely multiplayer freezes there. Right. What a beautiful view.
Traffic.
Oh no, I'm not listening to that. I can guarantee that. You can figure out where that's at. But I'm not going to hear traffic. All the time. There we go. And London should be. Oh no, it is over here. Perfect. I was right. I just wanted to double check on that. Not liking something, I'm not sure what. But we're definitely not as smooth as we were in the first flight. I'm going to assume it's based off some multiplayer models. Could also be just this plane in specific, but we'll have to do more tests on that to see that. The draw distance is kind of weird here. I mean, England's always been kind of weird with the imagery for some reason. Because even going to some cities on flat screen have some oddities for sure. want to see something really quick. And immediately, already a complete different. I still think it's the Blackhawk. The thing just always seems to cause some weird things when it's in the area. We'll see if it continues to be like this. That or the CJ-4, which is another poorly optimized aircraft. Which, by the way, why do I even have the Blackhawk enabled anyways? I need to disable that. If we already didn't do so many resets, I would have already reset the sim again after doing that. But could already notice right off the bat the difference. Of course, some of the POIs are over bright. The lights are a little too crazy. We noticed that in the first build. I'm sure that'll get resolved again. This typically happens at least once a beta.
500.
But you know what? We're here to test it. I know it'll probably bug people restarting everything again, but I'm gonna do it because I want to see. And also, let me get rid of it. I don't want it enabled anyways. Because I just want to see something. And then I'll turn multiplayer back on after it. But get this off. Asobo, if we can do that too, because that's kind of annoying. Anytime there is an update, both in beta or in the public version of the sim, it re-enables everything that you've disabled. So if you bought an add-on you didn't like, it just all comes back in. Be nice to keep it to where if I have it disabled, it doesn't just automatically re-enable it. So, anyways, I want to just test this out and see if we have that same experience, or if it's better, or what the case may be. And then after that, we'll turn back multiplayer. But always want to test that out when we run into situations like that. All right, let me catch up with chat. And then we'll be back over at London. Can you make out the numbers on the G1000 pen? Yes. In the headset, you can actually physically read what is in front of you now, as opposed to what we've been experiencing where it was just all a blurry mess. It was horrendous. Those days are now gone, which is great. Chubbles, you can actually get into the beta if you have a disc. Hang on, I'll show it to you. I'll take the time to get into it because I want to show it. But yeah, you can actually get into the beta now if you have a disc. I'm assuming that's what this button is for. If it isn't, I apologize. Obviously I don't have a disc version of it, but there is something in the base version of the sim, which I'll showcase here. And it's Itamarmora 4080. The numbers are illegible, yes. Welcome from Brazil. Happy to have you here. Still here, marketplace on PlayStation, still very, very, very empty. So far, we're up to like 13 third-party planes. And most of them are GA. again, I'm sure things will start turning around here shortly. Good morning from Vietnam. London. I don't know what that means, but welcome. Welcome, cheese and crackers. Letters for London are Echo Golf Lima Lima, EGLL. But yeah, so sorry for the sidetrack. I just want to show this button. I don't know if it works the way I'm thinking it does. I'm assuming that's why it's there. I don't know why else it would be. So hopefully if you are having the disc version of the sim, this should hopefully get you into the beta now. Potentially. But I will show it to you. So just go into the regular sim. Go to settings. Go to advanced options. And you will see a new access to beta. You can click on this. And it doesn't go any. I don't know if it'll be different for disc users. So once you've downloaded it, you'll need to exit this version and launch it separately. So it's there. Again, not sure if it'll work the way I think it will. I'm assuming I don't see it because obviously I don't have a disc. It's the only thing I can think of as to why that button is there for the disc users. So if it doesn't, I apologize, but hopefully it'll eventually do it for you. Because other than that, I'm not really sure what else it would really be there for. Unless it's just a quick option to get to it. I don't know, but it showed up with 5.1. Yes, the Blackhawk will not appear as a Blackhawk anymore. I didn't mean to leave that enabled anyways. Oh. That's what was going on. I was confused. I was like, what's going on? Okay. I completely understand. Never watched the movie before, but I get the reference. Oh, sorry, Chubbles. Okay. I thought I was giving hope to the folks with the physical disc version of the sim. Because that's what I originally thought. That's why it was there, so I hope you'll be able to enjoy the beta as well very shortly. But yeah, just future reference. If you try to reference a movie, there's probably a good 99% chance I will not understand the reference. Because I do not have a very large movie catalog that I've watched. So we're going to go back into London without multiplayer and without the Blackhawk enabled, and I want to just see how it does. If it's similar or if it's better. So that's what we're kind of testing out. And then after that, we can turn on multiplayer again. We'll just do a short flight from Heathrow to London City, see how performance is and visuals, and go from that. No, you know what? I'm going to turn multiplayer back on, because now we have what I think is the problem has been eliminated, so we'll see. We're gonna find out, folks. Are we getting some rain? It's trying. It'll probably dry up again. Always does. But welcome from Australia, Cheese. Happy to have you here on this fine Friday for you. So same spot where we're going to spawn in, and we'll see how it does. No, DJ, PlayStation is on its own servers. There is no crossplay between PlayStation and then the PC and Xbox. No, I'll keep multiplayer off for now. I just want to see. We'll turn it back on afterwards. All right. There it is. Almost forgot where I put the controller. Oh, hello, microphone. And before somebody says, oh, just turn on the new disable walk-around feature. It's not available on the PlayStation. I already wrote a report on that it's missing that. Ugh. There we go. Already 100% noticing a difference. I think a lot of that was from that Black Hawk. Because we've noticed it before when we were flying that and we had other people next to us. It just seems to create some weird thing. I don't know why, especially since we're not flying it ourselves. But we'll see as we get up in the air here. Perfect. Push back, please. I hear some rain hitting the window. Excellent. Because when we had multiplayer on in the beginning, you know, with some other helicopters, the sky wagon and everything, it was perfect, so that's why I wanted to do this test here, which I think absolutely proves what I was talking about with that thing. But from now on, I'll make sure I have it disabled anyways, because I know I'm not going to be flying it. $787 looking nice. I didn't realize I was so far over here. It's alright. Let's see how this goes now. And then after this flight, we'll turn multiplayer back on and see how it goes. turn here. Just want to get up in the sky here and see what's going on. Completely different experience now, which is what I was assuming it was going to be. Interested to see how draw distance does. Yep, that's already better too, so yeah. That was definitely the cause of that. But back to readability, again, from the default perspective of helicopters and aircraft, you can absolutely read everything that's going on. It isn't just a blurry mess where you have to come all the way up into the screen in order to see what you're wanting to see. Much, much nicer readability. But cool. Alright, we're going to do a quick landing at Heathrow again. Just wanted to test the same thing out. And then we'll get multiplayer back on. Move out of this Vision Jet. Freeze there. But then the one thing that still needs to be improved in VR is night lighting, because in the headset the Pappy lights are like one big light. I know we're coming in high here, but that's alright.
Pull up.
We're fine.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
Leave us alone, thanks.
Pull
Just
up.
doing a quick little flight
Pull
here.
up. Pull up. Pull up.
Wanted to test something
Pull
out.
up. Pull up.
All is well.
Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
I'm just doing a
Pull
3,000
up.
foot descent, it's fine. It's not liking something here, though. That wasn't very smooth on that part. There we go. Finally caught up there. Alright. Anyways. Let's get multiplayer back on. Make sure the Black Hawk is disabled. It is. Perfect. Alright, now, let's do... I think we can finish off with an airliner, huh? Let's do the 747. I'm a bit in the mood for that. And I'm going to take off from... Let's do... Dallas is always a bit of a troublemaker, so we can try that out. Perfect. All right. Rain looks better for me too, like way better. Nice, Chrome. We'll have to turn that on and see that. Just got off playing the beta for like 2 hours. Very nice. 33333335339. And Karoom Kid, welcome to the stream. Appreciate it. Let's see here. But yeah, I mean, based off the, because some folks that are on the base PS5 have seen improvements in their VR as well. Have they improved what? I remember thinking I wish there was more sound in the cockpit. I mean, there's vibrations and stuff on the ground, or when you're close to landing, you get some of that feedback as well through the controller, if that's what we're talking about. Hello from 2 hours in the future. Oh, well, hello, Paul. And yeah, Joey, I wish I could make it to where you guys can enjoy... I mean, you know the experience since you've been in it. But yeah, it looks fantastic in the headset. And Rob! Welcome. Anything interesting for career? I mean, nothing just yet. Yeah, PSSR would be pretty cool for sure. Alright, cool. And yeah, the night lighting is definitely the area that needs the most improvement now. But cool. I-747, God, you're tall in VR. Oh, hang on, sorry. For those that want to fly along, I didn't do the other setting here. There we go. It's alright, it'll be a quick little load back in. No big deal. Gives me a chance to catch up with any other chat. By the way, what is the score of that game? Is it 0-0 or is France up? 0-0 in the 36th minute. Could you imagine if Morocco wins that? That would be insane. Just arrived home from Belgium. Seen this, excited to try this new update. Oh, very nice. Be free, be happy. Hopefully you enjoy that trip to Belgium. You're going to have a fantastic time with Sim Update 6 Beta for sure. And Little Bull, welcome to the stream. That would be nice, Joey. That would be very, very nice. And now I hope doing that didn't... I should have just left it alone. Because I hope I don't have to restart the sim now that I did that. I still see a loading icon, so that's good. I just hope I didn't run us into that same glitch, though, because I'm not seeing anything else loading in on the ground. Crap, I should have just left it alone. But that is what we're here for, is to break it and see what we can do to figure out why it breaks. So, I mean, we're still getting good information regardless. But I would prefer not to restart the sim again. We've done it enough this stream. crapoly here. I don't really want to do this, but we have to, or else we're going to sit there forever. I should have just left multiplayer off and just flown. But what's done is done, and now we reap the benefits of it. And Karam, I mean, there's some instances where helicopters do taxi, but in most instances, no, they would just take off in the general area they're at and head on out. At least from all my experience watching helicopters at my airport, which is a 3-runway airport, and if they're in the military side, the Blackhawks and Super Stallions, they go for a little bit and move a few feet of where they were parked and then just lift off and head south. Same with Life Flight, all that. They don't go taxiing down a taxiway and take off from a runway. I've never seen them ever do that. So it just depends on the airport, but I would imagine most airports, the helicopters, especially if it's a quiet time, or a quieter time where they can kind of file out and be out of the way of any air traffic, they're just taking off from the general area they're at. Oh, I'm so sorry. Wait, it's probably a blank screen for you. I'm sorry. Take off the headset. By the way, the custom tour they recently added is super cool. It is. Did a whole video over it. And hope Asobo will continue to add to that. Because it's a really enjoyable mode. I'll have to redo them again in VR, because I'm sure that looks awesome now as well. Yeah, not really anything specific for helicopters here at Colorado Springs. I mean, there's just a lot of different areas where they park randomly and just take off from where they're at. The Robinson helicopters, Life Flight, all that I was talking about. And Gordo, hello! Welcome to the stream. We're gonna pop into the 747 and do a short little flight. I forgot where we were in Dallas, that's right. And go from that. Turn on the engine noise. I mean, I don't know. I had everything set to 100 when I did it, so. Because I don't use the headphones. I just listen to it through my monitor regarding audio. I don't have headphones. If that is why you need to change the audio. Do I ever use Salute? I mean, we've used it a few times, yeah. In VR. Paul, you go to... Sorry, hang on. Before I get into the VR headset. You go to Activities, Custom Content, and they're right there. The guided tours. So again, Activities all the way to the right to Custom Content and guided tours. Alright, let's try this again. And if there's a setting missing, I don't care. We're not going to deal with it anymore. I just want to fly. Went into space? Very nice. We did 2 yesterday with the UFO. That is weird. Oh. Maybe World Update 22 isn't enabled for you? That would be the only thing I could think of. Alright, headset. Let's get flying here. Oh, I'm not even in VR. Hang on, there we go. That's why. I was like, hey, why can I not adjust this? Alright, adjust. And there we go. Hi, 747. Let's try this again and not go back out of the menu. And we're going to just quick start this thing on up and get going. So, I mean, yeah, while you don't have vehicles outside the airports, you do still get the airport activities, so shuttle buses and tugs and stuff like that. So at least it's not completely empty in VR. Because I don't know, I think it's more important to have the vehicles and stuff going around at the airports over out on the roads. Oh, crap. I'm not even... I can always tell when I'm not looking at my microphone. Alright, thank you for the pushback. Appreciate it. We got it from here. Apparently the 747 did not like that pushback. Left a tire mark down there. Nice United right there. Almost, not almost, I did butcher that. I don't know why, but we're good. You know what I meant. Got a really heavy wind going down the runway over here. Is there a I think there's a taxiway over here that goes over to the side. UPS. See, it's like, how do they have the names or logos at airports, yet we can't just have the liveries in here? Which, speaking of liveries, hopefully we'll see some new default ones at some point. They've only been teasing we're going to get new liveries since, I think, Sim Update 2. Airport's pretty busy, by the way. I don't have the nameplates on for the AI traffic, but I'm sure they wouldn't mind going around if they see us pull up on the runway. Bye, Dallas. I don't know where we're going to head to, but we'll figure that out once we're up in the air. Gears up. Beautiful climb. Don't know why I saw like a random piece of scenery pop up there, but we're good. Just really interested to see what draw distance an airliner is going to be. I'm sure it's going to be very low. Yeah, maybe half mile out with the trees. Still pretty decent for an airliner. I mean, I'm not expecting the same as we were in the helicopter and everything, which was insane draw distances. Alright, so we are gonna head over to... let's do Fort Worth. Just to our right. Doesn't have to be too long of a flight here. Oh, there's AT&T Stadium. I didn't realize we were close to Arlington. Oh, and a theme park. Wow, that's actually pretty... Oh, I did have a city update because I was just confused. I was like, wow, Globe Life Stadium's already there too. That's amazing. Trying to look where this airport is at. Is it gonna be good for a 747? Ooh. You know what, folks? I think we might just do a touch and go at where we took off from. Bring that speed back. Going well over 300 knots. That must be Fort Worth over here. No idea. Never been to Texas, so I don't really know the items around. Bring that power back a little bit more. Oh, you know what? I see. That's a decent. We'll do a touch and go there, and then we can wrap it up at Dallas Fort Worth. Idle out these engines. I hear thunder outside. Oh, speaking of that, hang on. What does the rain look like? Ow. Well, I saw it for a little bit, and of course I had to stop. Hey, and there's War Thunder. Hello. We'll check that out later. There's Lewis and Kiwi and everybody. I don't know where everybody just popped in from, but welcome. Alright, me doing the rain didn't help us out. Now we're way off course. Yeah, we're gonna fly over. Oh my goodness, hello T-38. Never mind, I've doubled back 3 times here. We're gonna land it. It's just a touch and go after all. I know, not enough flaps, you're gonna freak out. Calm down. Nothing like a little 190 knot touch and go here. You know what? Honestly, even though we came in pretty hot, this was pretty good. I'm happy with that landing. We'll have a better approach though next time, but... and a much lower speed too. Oh, am I even hitting the brakes? What does this thing do? Why is it not... Are we okay? Oh, why didn't the reverse engage either? Oh my goodness. Of course. Alright. But yeah, our approach to Dallas-Fort Worth will be a lot cleaner. So glad I can turn off that crappy wake turbulence too. That was a feature that was very much needed, and one that's arrived with Sim Update 6 Beta. Because nothing about that was enjoyable in the slightest. awesome with our shadow down there.
Meacham Tower, Cessna November 780 Mike Juliet, 13 miles north, inbound ILS runway 16 approach.
What the heck, ATC am I connected to here?
780 Mike Juliet, Meacham Tower, altimeter 299.5, cleared ILS runway 16 approach.
Wait. We did Delta Foxtrot. Yeah, okay, there it is. Oh, I saw it. Hang on. Let's actually do a touch. Oh, we'll do a full stop there.
Tower, Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 is 12 miles northwest, 2600, with whiskey to land.
Boeing Alpha Sierra 747 Tower. Altimeter 299.5. Fly left base runway 18 left.
18 left.
Enter left base, runway 18 left, Boeing 747.
So, charts have a very low res for some reason. 18 left. Okay, let me do not AFC East. Do the AFC West. Didn't realize we were looking at NFL divisions here. There we go. Still never really ran into any issues with ATC. I see that from time to time. Ooh, I did not mean to overspeed this. But yeah, I see that from time to time where ATC is wrecking havoc on console. I've still never experienced that personally. And also still not experiencing that currently. Let's go ahead and pop this down here. I'm hoping we're not too close to it. Oh no, we're perfect. Don't mind me hitting the microphone. I see Boa in the sky. And an F-18 nose diving into the ground. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what I'm looking at. What's left and right? I think we're okay. Because I see the runway there, I think, and I think ours is here? Oh shoot, he is there. Nice, that's cool. Boeing 747, clear to land.
Clear to land runway 18 left. Boeing 747.
I didn't even realize he was there. Yeah, I was lined up on a taxiway. We're good.
Landing gear. Landing.
Oh shoot, I didn't mean, I already had it down. Sorry,
Landing
plane.
gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing.
Are they, what's wrong with my gears?
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Oh, they're still going, okay. Goodness.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Don't scare me like that.
Landing gear.
You're, I was about to say, the gears are down. Calm down. That was really cool, though, seeing the Airbus just to our right. Getting some freezes. Don't know if there's
200.
multiplayer next to us or not. We were not getting that at the other airport.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Yeah, I think some of that was a little bit of multiplayer on that. Because we were fine when we landed at the other airport. Because that one wasn't very enjoyable. A lot of stuttering on that.
Boeing 747, contact ground on 129.825. Boeing 747, ATC services terminated. Good day.
Oh, right, you're not going to kick me into a better speed. Of course not.
Landing gear. Landing.
Hang on, this will take me a few tries. I want to get a better landing for the end here.
Landing gear. 1000. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Sync rate. Landing gear. 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 Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink.
He's never happy. It's like, okay, I'll raise the flap so you quit freaking out about it. Because, yeah, I was definitely really happy with my approach on that, but, yeah, I don't know. I just want to see again, see if it was just the airport itself. But I think multiplayer might have played a factor in the freezes we were having there, but we'll see. Now my cockpit probably won't load in. Alright, we'll make do with what we got. Even though I can't see what in the world my screen's at. Just restart, hang on. No, I think now we're running into that glitch where it'll not load anything anymore. It's just gonna... you can see how it's slowly deteriorating in general, where even the ground textures aren't loading. Oh, well, it's whatever. Anyways. I'll just have to do some more testing with that and see where that goes. But, overall, really loving the experience out of the VR stuff. It's just been an absolute blast. Love it. And as I said in the beginning of the stream, it's the first time I've actually really enjoyed, especially in the flight sim side, this headset. I've already used this more than I've done since it released in April 30th and the beta before that. I mean, it's such a huge upgrade from what we've been experiencing into Sim Update 6. Just love it. Alright. Nice, Paul. That's funny. In Cup of VR, hello? And Dan the Man, when do you think Sim Update 6 will be available to download for everyone? That won't be until like September. It'll be a couple months away. Nice of them to update to a beautiful picture while breaking the use of my HOTAS won't fly without it, so my testing days are over. Okay, it'll be fixed in the next build, I'm sure. Anyways. Saw the forums, the Indie builds on their A350 as they are willing to bring it to PS5. I think the A382. I mean, I'm sure that'll all get over to the PlayStation eventually. For sure. But welcome, and welcome to the end, Captain. And Snow, welcome to the stream as well. So, anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this stream. I know I did. I mean, it's awesome showcasing the VR stuff now. I mean, to get this level of detail and just performance out of a $300 VR headset and not having to spend thousands of dollars on one and thousands of dollars on a PC as well, I will take that for sure. So, a couple of months? Nuts. I was thinking it'd be next week or two. Nope. Nope. This is the first beta build of many. We typically have around 12 to 15 different builds normally. So yeah, it's not anywhere close to releasing to the public for sure. No marketplace update. Nope. It's been pretty boring on all three platforms the last few weeks, so haven't really missed out on anything noteworthy. But yeah, so with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this almost 3-hour stream. Sorry about the ridiculousness that was going on in the beginning. So I'm glad we had our sound back. I don't know I don't know why the sim decided to not have any aircraft audio, but it got fixed. Had a great flight in the Bell 407, which I still don't know what's broke with that. And then we had some other flights and some other aircraft as well. And we'll do these from time to time, these VR specific streams. Maybe next time we'll pop into an F-18, have some fun with that. So, anyways, am I planning to dive into career mode? I have a whole slate of content over career mode. If anything new happens to it, it'll be covered as well. But I've covered every mission type, every specialization, and nothing's really changed since then. Because I've already put in a good, I don't know, 600 hours in career mode or more. I don't know what it is. But, yeah. So there we go. Thanks for watching, everybody, and I will talk to you guys next time. See ya!